Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins, and I want to talk to you guys about the stimulus package. You might have seen the good news in the media that the Congress, those worthless representatives that you have, finally passed a stimulus package, which I think is great. I think the world needs that relief package to go through. So I'm going to break it down for you, let you guys know what the dates are and the amounts and everything else, and whether you're eligible and all these other good things. So we're going to get started, get comfortable, hit the thumbs up button. We're going to get started on the Black Financial Channel right now. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins. Welcome to the Black Financial Channel. This is theblackfinancialchannel.com. We talk about financial news and commentary from a Black perspective. I go live on this platform several times a day, so make sure you subscribe. The stimulus package, there was a stimulus bill that was just passed by Congress. Give me a yes or no in the chat if you're aware of the stimulus bill. It looks like they finally pushed it through. It's about $1.9 trillion. And it's something that, that we've been waiting for, something that everyone expected. And but there are a lot of implications to it, right? There's a lot of subtleties, a lot of fighting, so much for having the greatest government system in the world and all this other stuff that they teach you about American exceptionalism. It's not true. America's not terrible, but it's not perfect. And so after a lot of fighting, the Senate finally pushed the bill through, and it was really close, 50-49. It was pretty much a party line vote. The Republicans pretty much said, this is not the time. It's not, it costs too much, blah, 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 blah. But yeah. That's what people do when they lose. Like when they don't get what they want, they just complain about what the other party's doing. That's kind of what your politicians do. The Democrats were doing the same thing a few months ago, right? So the bill got passed, and the legislation, according to CNBC, it includes direct payments of up to $1,400 to most Americans, a $300 weekly boost to jobless benefits into September, and an expansion of the child tax credit for 1 year. It also puts new funding into COVID-19 vaccine distribution, testing, rental assistance for struggling households, and K-12 schools for reopening costs. The package also includes $14 billion in payroll support for U.S. airlines, et cetera, et cetera. The GOP, obviously, they criticized the plan, just, because that's just what their job is. Every party is either in power or they're sitting on the side of hate, as the haters, right? So I don't even, want to hear too much of what they have to say on this, because, again, I didn't want to hear what the Democrats had to say when the Republicans were empowered. So, let's just get the bill done, because people need the bill. And the thing about the stimulus is that you have to understand there's a difference between a stimulus and a relief bill. A stimulus is done to stimulate the economy. That's almost like just artificial money they're throwing out there just to get people spending so that businesses can make money, so that jobs can be created, so that the economy is churning, right? But this isn't just a stimulus bill. This is a relief bill. Relief is where you realize that there are lots of people who are burning right now. The jobs report that just came out was really good. It was very optimistic relatively to the previous month. But the downside of that is that 8.5 million people that were working last year are not working this year. So that speaks very clearly to the need for some sort of employment, unemployment benefit. It speaks to the need of getting money into the hands of families. And I'm all for that. I know that. And there's no reason not to do that. So effectively what's going to happen now is, I think March 14th is the date that they anticipate that Biden will have signed the bill. They got to send it back down to the House so that the House can go ahead and approve it, which they probably will. And once it gets to Biden's desk, they claim the 14th of March as the date that they will make a move. And the thing that makes me so sad is that this really should have happened 6 months ago. They should have been having this conversation back in October, September, but they didn't do it because they wanted to wait till the election was over. And I'm real disappointed with that. But then again, though, that's what it is. That's the world you live in. Now, in terms of for those of you that are stock market investors, give me a yes in the chat if you're an investor. I really want everybody who watches my channel to be a stock market investor. If you're not an investor yet, please just, I can get you started for free. Just go to firstsharestock.com. There's a URL. Just go to that URL. There's a free training on how to buy your first share of stock. I want to help millions of Black people become investors. So just go there. It's free. Get started and start investing for your family. Now, what's going on with the stock market? Well, last week you had a crazy market, a lot of volatility, pretty much a virtual bloodbath. Just, I mean, if you owned some of these SPACs or high flying tech stocks, you got your butt kicked. It was, you got body slammed. If you own companies like, we've talked about Workhorse and Jumia and Tilray, all those companies, blood. Now, the reason that doesn't bother me is for a couple of reasons. One, the stocks had run up so much that even when they dipped, you still made a profit if you've been holding them for more than, say, a couple of months. And then two, I mentioned to you guys that I bought these stocks not because of the growth, because I knew that they were speculative. I bought them because I wanted to sell the options. The options on these stocks just are sky high because everybody's speculating on these companies. And I said, look, I want to sell options. And so, and there's my stock options masterclass if you want to learn more about sort of my view on options and how I kind of use them and view them. But long story short, I think that this week ended well, actually, if you were had majority of your investment in blue chip stocks, S&P 500 type companies, things like that. But if you were heavy on tech stocks or growth stocks in the tech industry, you probably got hit really hard. And a lot of that's because the yield curve went up. Basically, the long-term, the 10-year Treasury bill, that interest rate went up. Basically due to inflationary expectations. And a lot of economists anticipate, I believe rightfully so, that the massive amount of spending, that the lower levels of unemployment, and that the economy reopening is going to cause inflation. I think that it will too, but the chairman of the Fed doesn't think that it will. He thinks it'll be temporary. If he's right, then that'll be good for you if you own those tech stocks, because maybe they'll take a dip. But if you buy the dip, then you're going to do great. But if he's wrong, it could be a problem. So I cannot reiterate to you the importance of diversifying. One of the things that saved, I have my speculative portfolio with those, high tech, with those tech, high growth tech stocks. And but I also have a lot of blue chips in a separate portfolio. I have crypto in another portfolio. And the crypto and the blue chips actually allowed me to go in and make sure I dealt with margin calls or whatever the case may be on my high risk portfolio, so I could keep earning the income from that, right? So ultimately, this week was a reminder that what goes up can come down, and that you have to diversify. If you don't diversify, if you get caught up and getting too excited about one stock that's changing your life, you're probably asking to get body slammed financially. So don't let that happen to you. And just know, though, also with the stimulus package, I wouldn't be surprised if the stock market does get a big boost from the stimulus, because there's something about the way the economy works where money always ends up in the hands of companies and rich people. You're going to be one of the rich people because you act like rich people. You do what rich people do. So by equilibrium, you're going to end up becoming a rich person also. So there you go. So that's what I'm seeing. That's what's going on. Tomorrow, we've got one more day on Black Experts Weekend. We had 24 Black experts that came in to basically talk to you about all the different ways that people make money from their expertise. We've got one more day. It's free while it's live. After it's live, it's not free anymore. But if you want to come in, the first day was really good. The second day, you can still register at blackexpertsweekend.com. Now I'm going to head on out. I'm going to take a shower. Me and Alicia went running, and but I will be live gaming tonight. So if you want to keep the conversation going and talk about stocks and life and ask me any question, you can actually follow me on my Twitch channel. Tonight I'm going to be actually playing Call of Duty. Believe it or not, I like to do stuff like that just to relax a little bit. I've been telling you guys about that. And so you can actually go follow the channel at twitch.tv/Dr. Boyce Watkins. It's right there on the screen. So I wish you the best. Please hit that thumbs up button, hit that thumbs up, share, subscribe button on your way out the door. The stimulus package, it looks like the number 1,400 is the accurate number. And what I like about it is that they're giving it to not just the parents, but also to the children. So some of you may get a few $1,000, and I think that's really a beautiful thing. And even with the inflationary problems that are clearly going to emerge, I think that it's necessary and it should have been done long ago. So take care. Have a good day. Please hit the thumbs up button, share button, subscribe button on your way out the door. And I'll see you tonight if you want to come hang out with me on the Twitch channel. Talk to you later. Peace.